Hello, hi there, Virgos. Happy New Year. Hope that you are well. My name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella, the Secret Psychic, and this is your January love horoscope for 2019. If you're watching me for the first time, I am a psychic reader. I don't read tarot cards. This is how I do all of my readings. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, the links are just down below. So most of you also know that I don't like to waste some time as well, so I do like to dive right in there with your reading also too. And just let you know that this reading is for the next 4 weeks of January, so from the 6th of January for the next 4 weeks going forward as well. So first of all, my guides are making me feel that some of you are really exhausted, like you need a nap, like you need to have a little sleep, because you're so exhausted around a love situation that's going round and round in your head, or you've been going round and round with them, but you're at a place where you've started the new year and you should be like, ping, full of, new energy, and all the retrogrades are gone and you should be feeling really, really, good. And I think some of you in the first week are going to try to make yourself feel good, because as Virgos, you do like to try to not let boggy, tiring energy get to you. You do like to do that, but I do get that some of you are just so exhausted you just want to retreat or have a break from even thinking about the dynamics with your love life, and particularly with the person. And so you do take advantage of that a little bit in the first week. You pretty much feel like you don't want to think about this person, talk about this person. You really do want to focus on yourself. And I've had this theme a little bit run in certain star signs, where wanting to build your own light to recharge your battery feels super important to do, but you guys seem to do it just for the first week, and then the energy of that stuff sort of creeps back in, probably because that person creeps back in, and I'll have a look at it in a moment. But I just get the first week you're just like, nope, I don't want to, I need to have a nap. That's your version of a nap, is not think about them, not talk about them, not call them, not do anything. I just want to make about me. I get some of you, spending money on yourselves, new haircuts, new activities, maybe going out partying, whatever this is. You are just giving yourself a break. You have to give yourself a break from this person, because it feels then that you feel like if you can do that, then you're ready to not crumble and fall asleep completely, that you just can restore yourself, and then you can get yourself back in the game. In the second week, I don't know, I feel like for some of you it hits you between the eyes that you're just starting to wonder whether this is even ever going to work out, or whether this is even worth it. And so some of you, I can see sort of like that realization hitting you like thunder a little bit, and you almost starting some sort of grieving process by then, almost like you giving yourself true permission to let somebody go. And it's always ironic, because just when you're in that space, so you might start that on a Monday, this is just an example, and then you've cried it out and you sort of wallowed a little bit, because like, this is over, and I feel really sorry for myself, but it's fine. You get to about Thursday, and then this person pops up or does something, says something that makes you go, that makes you go, I needed that, or it's not over, or oh my God, it's going to begin. Like just Virgos, as you are resigned to the fact that this is all exhausting. So this feels like a relationship where there's been back and forth, or it's just been, you've been arguing for a while, or you've been waiting for them to reconnect with you, and it just has not happened because they've just been slow or not learning, or you got to a point where you just basically think they're disinterested in you, quite frankly. And then bam, just as you literally are about, you've given up, actually, you've absolutely given up. And I've actually been in that shoe where I've actually given up, and then 3 weeks later the person turned back up. It's the same kind of feeling. They turn up wanting to put the work in, wanting to do a bit more than there was, wanting the relationship still. And you're in a bit of limbo land, because you're like really happy about it, but really like, how long is this going to last? Can I trust this? Because you've got like a whole back history with this person where actually the proportion of it has been about letdown than it has been about abundance. And so in a right sense, you are very, very truly worried about whether this is just a snatch it of something, or whether this truly is or that perhaps you were running, your intuition was wrong, and you were, in your head you was thinking it was a certain way, and now it wasn't going to be, and then they've just gone and proved that your fears were wrong, that they are interested, that they are there, that they are back, that they are sorry, that they're willing to work at it, because it's not that they just come back and they come back in quickly. Then everything they do feels very, very quick. Everything they feel they're doing is to kind of like pick up all the mess. Now I can see you there, and you can imagine like tissues of crying that you've cried into that are like dormant around you. They just come and they pick all those tissues up, and like there, put it all away so there's no more like litter, their debris. They've picked it all up to make it all better. And like I said, you're in this weird limbo place of observing and thinking and wanting, like, do I dare be happy about this? And it pretty much continues for the rest of the month, if I'm being honest, because it's such a quick transition from them coming and then them doing, and they're still showing us doing in the month, so that's a good indication. The trouble is, the thing is, because you got yourself to a place where you were letting them go, it's quite hard to reinstate that in your mind, even though you're pleased about it, because of this trust, and also this worry about being depressed. Now, for those of you who've worked for me for a long time, you know how I talk about being positive and being grateful and the law of attraction, that the things that we fear, the more we put it in that, it can manifest. And sometimes it can manifest out of our behavior. If we're distrusting of that person, we won't be happy, but it will come out in our attitude. Yes, try to be aware of that, but I can completely understand why that will be hard to do given the circumstances. And I think it's going to take a few weeks until you feel confident and them continuing with the progress, that they don't lapse, that they don't do any of the things that they did before, for you to feel like you have them. I think the overall message I'm getting here is that you have got them and they ain't going anywhere. But I kind of guess that the universe is supporting you in your hesitation a little bit. So the best thing to reflect back to is in that first week when you kind of forgot about them and you focus on you, is that even though they're in your life doesn't mean that you can't still focus on you and not to be giving all your energy to them. Because that is what zapped it out of you. That's what drained you. It's because actually everything was about them, their needs, what they were doing, what they weren't doing. That's why it was draining. And then as soon as you put it back to yourself, you feel better. Or if you had a break from them, you feel better. So why not incorporate that now that you have them? That way they can never have that much power and control over you and your emotions. Because nobody really should. It should be equal. People and relationships should enhance our lives, not take over our lives or become dependent on them or we expect from them. Because that's where disappointment happens. So use that single-minded attitude and incorporate it in a balanced way. Now they're back, and you will feel a lot more secure that if I'm wrong and that they don't stick around, it's okay, because you never needed them really in the first place. All you needed was yourself and your light. And I hope that makes sense. So anyway, that was me. Back next month, dear people, and I hope that helps. You take care. Bye.